Merry, Merry Christmas, you lovely people, and welcome to the 100th episode. Welcome, a very, very festive and Christmassy welcome from me to you to Notch to 11. When this video goes out, Christmas Day will be just 2 or 3 days away. And for those of you that have been good this year, you might get something nice. And for those of you that have been naughty, at least you've had fun. So welcome back. We're back on the permission and we're on what I call the hammered field. So it's normally got cattle on it, so I haven't been on here for 7 or 8 months. They've now gone away for the winter. We've had snow over the weekend. The ground is hard, but we're going to give it a go. We've got 3 hours for this very Christmassy special. The other reason it's very special is because it's our 100th episode. Can you believe it? 100 videos of Notch to 11. And I want to thank each and every one of you. For those of you that started with me and have been on that journey the whole way, wow, thank you so much. For my new subscribers, you're very, very welcome. I hope you enjoy. And everybody in between, I'm eternally grateful for all of the friendship, support, and just good fun that you've given me over the last couple of years. So 100 episodes in, I'm utterly honoured and privileged to be here. We've got a 3-hour dig in front of us. It's Christmas. It's a silly hat. Let's get on with it. Well, it's a glorious day and we're off and running. First one was a 65, nice and repeatable as well. And it's in this frozen, the ground is pretty solid as you'd expect, but it's in this frozen clod. And I have seen it, I just popped it down. As I turn it round, look at that. Number 5 is alive. Look at that, very cool. Yeah, I have had military stuff off here. So I'm going to presume that's part of a military badge or something. Or maybe it's just a number off a door. I don't know. Either way, I'm very happy with that. Number 5. Let's move on. Right. Had a couple of buttons so far. And a bit of cack. But we just had one in the kind of late 70s, early 80s. And as I've turned it over, I've seen it staring up at me like that. Which you can see is obviously a button. There's a little bit of gold. So I'm going to... Oh, yeah, look. Yeah. I'm going to say that's one of my naval buttons. So I'm going to give that a clean, gently, and come back to you. Excellent. There we are. As buttons go, that's a nice button. RAYC. So the Royal Something Yacht Club, I suspect. And you've got the crown, the anchor and the rope, with obviously the roped edges of the button. Bit of gold gilding, lovely little shank. That is a cracker. And we do not mind that at all. Great, let's move on. Next one's a 57. Wouldn't normally do a live dig on a 57, but as the tripod was out, and I just literally walked onto it, straight after that buckle, I thought I'd give it a go. As you can see, the ground's starting to soften up now, so that makes it a bit easier. Yep, it's in the clod. Let's bring that a bit more front and centre for you. Breaking up. There we are. And for your delight, we have, and I found another one of these already, which I haven't shown you, is a little suspender mount, you know, for holding up your britches as it was back in the day. Yeah, often confused with little keyholes, escutcheons. They're not. See you in a bit. The next one is a very jumpy and a bit grunty in the 70s. But again, tripod is still out, so why not? I do enjoy the live digs. Just seen that Jason, the Dark Knight detectorist, has kind of freshened things up on his channel. He's starting to do the use of tripods and live digs and things, which is excellent. Always good to freshen up from now and again. So if you don't already, I'm sure you do, but if you don't already follow Jason, I'll put a logo up on the screen now. Head over to his channel and take a look. He's an absolutely belting fella, and I'm sure he'd appreciate the support. Right. Yeah, just a bit of foil. Jumpy 70s. See you in a bit. 61, 62. So, copper territory. Although 63 can be little hammered. So, we shall see. Calling button. Pretty quite a nice 62. $61. Right. Called button. Was button. Well, it's gone a little bit quiet on me, and I'm starting to run out of time. We've only had 3 hours anyway. We've got about an hour left. We had an 89, and that looks like a very nice button to me. It is a button, but it's a nice one, and we don't mind that. It's festive. Well, the button's not festive, but it's a festive period, so we're not going to let a little button get us down. Right, let's give it a clean, see what's on there. Back to you in a sec. I don't know. It's very cool though. It kind of, I don't know. Some sort of swirly pattern. I'm trying to work out what it is. I can't quite do it. I wondered at first if it was an anchor. Not sure. Now I'm thinking it might be something musical, but I don't think it is now. I don't know. It's a nice button. That'll do. See you in a bit.
Gaze upon the sky, Christmas on my mind, somewhere from a place up high above. There's a song of love traveling afar, seeking us to warm up every heart.
Next one. About there. It's a lovely 95. So far all we've found really is buttons, cack and a number 5. So I'm hoping for better things with this one. We are running out of time. Nothing so far. It's not. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be deep. It's 95 still. What have we got? Right. Where's it gone? Yeah, not too deep. Oh, we've got some green. Please be a coin. Yes, it is a coin. It's quite a thin coin, so it might be quite a crusty coin. Georgian maybe, don't know. See, that's quite thin. Cool, let's give it a clean. Back in a sec. No, hard to say. There might be a little bit of detail under there somewhere. Just on the top right there, look, there's something. Yeah, I'm calling a George III to be honest, but yeah, it's a halfpenny, it's a coin, and it'll do. It's very welcome. Next one. 92. And we've got to dig that, haven't we? About there. Right. 92. Not many more holes left, I don't think. Been a bit of a button day, really. So far, anyway. You haven't seen them all because I don't film them all, but got a few. But plenty of targets, so I don't mind that at all. Right, so Luke. Suspect it's in here somewhere. Yeah, still 92. Right, what we got? Oh, yeah. You are. I jinxed it, didn't I? Yet another naval button. One of them days. A button day. Let's see if we can get a couple more coins before we finish. Or a nice little artefact. See you in a bit. Well, no sooner have I said, see if I can try and find another couple of coins or a nice little artefact. We've turned that over. It was 79. And there appears to be a little round bit of lead. So I haven't done any more than that. Literally just turned it over and seen it. So let's have a look together. Am I going to be lucky? Yeah, kind of. I think there's the 2 holes in the middle there. Yeah, I think that's probably a little loom weight or a hem weight or something like that. That's cool though, don't mind that. Excellent. Let's see if we can find a couple more then. Well, the next one, I don't know. It was in the 80s, and you can see it there. Look, is it old or is it new? It kind of looks loopy. So I haven't touched it yet. I literally just turned the clod over and it's sitting there looking at me. So let's find out what you are. Oh, hang on. Okay. Oh, that's quite cool, I suppose. That's got a hole in, isn't it? Get out. Yeah, there's a bit little holey something in there. Yeah. A little turny bit. Yeah, that's not that old, is it? That's quite cool though. I don't mind it. Some sort of linky machinery, farmy, something or othery. Don't know. Let's crack on. Right, we're nearly out of time. And it's good timing because the sun has suddenly gone in. It's got very cold. Anyway, if you see that, 88, 89. Getting a bit of a reflection of the video in there. But 88, 89. Let's give it a dig. Right, let's... frozen here. On my way back to the car now. Yeah, it's been okay, isn't it? You know, it's... as 100th episodes go, it's not set the world alight, let's be honest, but that really is solid. That is proper frozen here. Yeah, I've still had fun though. Probably only got about 2.5 hours in either, because I had a couple of phone calls and bumped into the farmer, so I was chatting to him for 5-10 minutes, so never mind. That's okay, he's a lovely fella. Right, still in the clod. Let's move that out of the way. It's still in the hole even. Whew. Okay. Oh, missed it slightly. Not paying attention. Oh, there we go. Oh, what have we got there? Well, it's a coin. And good lover. I'm presuming that's Elizabeth II. Looks a bit orange, so I suspect that's a little half P. Yeah. Little decimal half P from the 70s. 50-year-old coin. Right. Coin's a coin. See if we can get 1 or 2 more. That's it. Time's up. Always over too soon, isn't it? This is a very, very signal-heavy field. Loads and loads of signals. But there is a lot of trash. I found nails, like really nice old green nails, but nails nonetheless, and all sorts of other bits and bobs. There's a little bit of green waste on it as well, so if you get surface signals, I tend to leave them alone most of the time. nonetheless, there's been some great stuff come up off this field. Today, not so much. Although we've got some nice buttons, we've got a nice little bit of lead, a few other bits and bobs, and of course that number 5. But much more importantly, this wasn't about what we found out of the ground. This was more about having some fun for Christmas and looking forward to the next few days and all the festivities that that brings. So from me, Marcus, to you, my lovely, lovely friends and subscribers, happy Christmas. Have a good one. Feel free to stick around to the roundup if you like. If you don't, you want to get on with the eggnog, I wouldn't blame you. Thank you so much. Take care, and we'll see you very soon. Take care. Righto then, here we go. This won't take long. As the thumbnail suggests, it's a bit of a target fest for what was essentially 2.5 hours, and there was a couple of other bits that I chucked straight in the scrap that were not worth showing. Yeah, it's a cat corner, as I mentioned on the video. Lots of naily bits and greeny bits, but nothing of note particularly. That's always these things are always quite nice. Massive, great square green nail. So it's probably used for something, probably quite old. A couple of 3 bits of nondescript lead. Quite a few buttons, of which these are the 4 kind of plainish ones. This thing's really cool. Don't know what it is, but I actually really like it. And that is going to become a key ring. That's going to have my spare house key put on that, and so that can hang up. Yeah, quite like that. Very nice. A couple of suspender mounts, a couple of other bits and bobs. Don't know what that is. Yeah, whatever. Buckle that I did film, but the audio wasn't very good, so I left it out. A little hem weight, 2 yachting buttons, and that one's a pretty standard one. That one's pretty nice. Nice bit of gold gilding on it, and a shank. It's RAYC, which I think is probably the most appropriate candidate is the Royal Anglesey Yacht Club, which is in Wales. But we find all sorts of different ones, including American buttons and all naval buttons and all sorts on those fields. So yeah, I reckon that's the Royal Anglesey Yacht Club. Nice bit of gold gilding, lovely. This button has me intrigued. Not sure. I think it's initials rather than a pattern as such. And I think it's some sort of livery button, SIS, something like that on it, which is quite cool. We don't mind that. Then we found a little 1971 Queen Elizabeth II half P. This was the blank coin, and because it was so blank and I found so little, I gave it a good set to with the pink stuff, so we can definitely now see it was a George III. I called it right. See his bust there facing right, and then on the back here somewhere, if I can find her, here's Britannia. Oh, there she is. There we are. So yeah, I would only ever go with the pink stuff to this level if it was completely blank and it was, worthless, which it probably is. So yeah, nice to get that. Don't mind that at all. And then the number 5. I think it's too small for a house number, so I think it probably is off a military something or other. Yeah, so that was it. So not a spectacular 100th episode in terms of finds, but great fun nonetheless. And as I said on the video a couple of times, thanks for all your support. A very, very Merry Christmas. Stay safe, be well, enjoy, and I'll see you on the other side. I've recently signed up to something called Buy Me a Coffee. And basically, it doesn't mean you're buying me a coffee. It means that you've got the opportunity, if you'd like to donate to the improvement of my channel. All you'll need to do is, on the homepage of my YouTube channel, you'll see the little icon, Buy Me a Coffee, on the top right hand side. Click on that and simply follow the instructions. And whatever you donate will not only help to drive the channel forward, but it will also help with the purchase of things like merchandise and other things like audio and recording equipment. So entirely up to you, but if you'd like to get involved, I'd be massively grateful. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon.